shop.
What the hell is this about?
Cut the act. Snippers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan, Masha? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, is all. Honest mistake, right?
Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayer's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it! Let's go!
Follow the rules or wind up like Nashar. Your choice. New around here? Make certain that you... After all, you don't want to end up like Nashar, do you? Aurora is a hallucinogenic, which is legally available for purchase in Neon. Certainly. And for your own good, I urge you to listen carefully. First and foremost, the interplanetary transport of Aurora is strictly forbidden. Anyone caught transporting the substance through this checkpoint will be arrested, fined, and jailed if necessary. On my list of excuses for attempting to transport Aurora, that ranks a close third to I forgot that I had any on me, and I am holding it for a friend. The other regulation you should be aware of is that Aurora is only available for purchase in the Astral Lounge. Buying it from any other business or a street dealer is illegal. You will be arrested, fined, and jailed for participating in such a transaction. If they do, Neon Security will handle it. For your own safety, I urge you to avoid those locations entirely. All right then, that's it. If you have any additional questions... Aurora is the #1 product produced by Xenofresh Fisheries. The clinical studies sponsored by Xenofresh have proven that using Aurora has no long-term negative health effects. And before you ask, yes, this was also approved by the... Lousy? The hell are you talking about? Outside, do you have any idea how many people get turned away? No, I'm one of the lucky ones. Worst part of Neon. Basically, it's the... We're talking poverty, drug dealers, lowlives. Volii Alpha has a unique agreement. We allow their ships to patrol the spaceways, and Neon Security maintains the peace within Neon itself. The only exception is the Freestar Ranger outpost located in the city, but Ranger Price fully cooperates with our department. Uh-huh.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest office. You'll enter a world unlike any other in the South.
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Hello there! Let me know if you need anything.
I think I need a break.
Welcome to Sick Hearts Outfitters. Everything you need.
Watching lightning hit the span.
You know, that actually
An
sounds...
artifact? Are you... Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers. So take your time. thank you for noting. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between, this is a prime spot right next to the space. Oh, yes, absolutely. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was wise as well. If she... Sure, and going... Anyway, I don't want to bore you. So why don't you help out a portion? My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and it has not always been easy, but I've been at this... You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had... As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start... I love this business. It's my... You won't find a pet...
I know
Please
you're
help you
tight.
get there. Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced.
All your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Neuroamp?
We're fully stocked and ready to sell.
Poor James. He's been so out of sorts lately.
Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods... Well, normally I wouldn't go in for that sort of thing. But Sieghart's given me no choice. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to... Yeah, sure, if all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'm a businessman. You help me with this? Just be careful when you're dealing with Siegert. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Siegert said he had every... After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too... It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenov. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. We've been in love. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply... They have Neon completely under their control. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't... Best deals? Thanks for stopping by our shop. I had to chase more zone hits.
Hey there. New. Equipment and hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Neuroamps? Oh yeah.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. And hopefully I have some answers. Oh wow, you're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps, which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know. Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job, and Imogene is furious. Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty that much. Good. Best not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way. Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
I better do this right. I don't want Yuko breathing down my neck about it. A gala at the New Atlantis Freestar Embassy? That'd be a good way to gather intel.
I'm a little busy right now.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Welcome. If you're looking for Imogene's office, it's down the hall.
I hope I can wrap up this next assignment quick. The Razor Ball tournament starts tonight.
You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for? I will take that as a no. It's not accounted for. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure.
Do you have time to talk? It's about that special project we're working on for Miss Salzo?
No, I suppose she doesn't. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, minor indiscretion. I'm not at liberty to say. I will remind you. So, be cautious. Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slave. I need you to locate pre-assignment intel for one of our operatives. The contents themselves aren't too sensitive, so if you're thinking of betraying me, they aren't worth much as leverage. My sloppiness is simply an embarrassment that I'd like to correct. Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the underbelly, and discarded items are her specialty. So, if you can manage to find it, bring... where each assigns shifts to assist operatives. Personally, I like to keep my circadian rhythms intact. Early to rise, early to bed. Perhaps there is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, by cruel irony or test of metal, hatches on dry land. Only 1 in 10,000 make it to adulthood. Most are eaten, some simply die in the crawl to the ocean. Meanwhile, there is a similar species that is born in the water itself. They never make this journey and thus never know its hardship. Which begs the question, is that fair? In the natural world, I'd agree, but here, we can make a change. I know what you're thinking, and I am not what you'd call a bleeding heart. Moreover, I find the underbelly filthy and unsanitary. But I also believe in equity. I am well aware that my life came with a head start, so I try my best to balance the equation and bring the hatchlings to the water. Think what you will, but I don't have to. But as much as I dislike the underbelly, when you spend all day keeping secrets, a burden is placed on one's conscience. The time I spend volunteering sheds some of that weight. Until next time.
I'd hate to be on Miss Salso's bad side.
I hope you're more prepared than the last one. Have a seat. Don't tell me you're intimidated by a little office chair. All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? It's good to see you're familiar with and appreciate our work here. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? We do like to put our best foot forward when it comes to representation. I assume that means you know how to handle yourself in social situations, which is a decent plus in my book. How motivated are you to succeed? Here at Ryujin, that's completely up to you. It's not unheard of for someone like you to reach an executive-level position. Plus, we're pretty good at finding any untapped potential, so if there's a role we know you'll excel at, we'll find it. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in? If you're as good with people as you mentioned earlier, I'm sure that seems like a possibility. Though, not a very high one. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
over at Kelcorp, she's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, I gotta tune her out.
Hi, there's a line here. Thanks for choosing Terrabrew. Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody? Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong, the coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal. You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead. Hearing that ad should have been the first sign they were gonna get rid of me. I bet Ularu was just waiting for the moment to hire you. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me. You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed. You can't be that good. Not yet. You act like you're better than me. You're not. I suppose the timing could just be a coincidence. Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down. Let's just say, Ryujin doesn't like loose ends. Chen fired me, and now she's gonna see me as a liability. And that's why it's just a matter of time before our paths cross again. Okay, and when they do, I'm just hoping you'll listen to me, like I listened to you. You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two about leverage. Just don't make me regret this.
Hey, no worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them. Tomo had been Ryujin's errand boy for some time now. Lots of ambition. He always seemed really nice, so a stunt like that? I never saw it coming. Ryujin has connections everywhere. Even Benjamin Bayer. You know, the very just getting in with them, you're setting yourself up for life. Well, provided you don't. Yes, of course. Here it is. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
Coffee flavors, all brewed using the secret techniques of ancient earth. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. Terrabrew, enjoy a cup right now. And you deserve rounded by the system. Ready to make your
hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup? A decent excuse, but not the answer I was looking for. I know that Tomo Higashi, an ex-employee of ours, accosted you at the Terra Brew, and before you get any ideas, no, the barista didn't sell you out. Ryujin has enough connections in Neon that an incident like this would never slip by. Deception aside, some of us are impressed by how you handled the situation and would like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations, you've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right? Of course, we believe in risk versus reward here. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far? In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see. Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful approach is necessary. You're basically removing obstacles from the equation. Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our... Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is. Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea-talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up, which hopefully won't be often. Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law enforcement, witnesses. We'll see. We've yet to have an operative with a perfect record. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, Head of Marketing and Public Relations. Me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be? A few slip-ups are to be expected. Just know that one screw-up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precaution?
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you. Sounds like something my son would say. And no, I don't mean that as a compliment. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse. Unfortunately, I can't argue with that. Completing your assignment is the priority. Just be aware that some of us still have to suffer the consequences.
So, fetching coffee one minute, and junior operative the next. Camden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. Very funny, but not untrue. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions. I get your point, but if anything, take comfort in knowing that you're the one deciding the methods behind your assignments. Not only that, but corporate espionage is the norm. Ryujin just handles it better than most. Competitor operatives have done far worse to accomplish less. Please do. It's easy to get wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
As technicians, we handle prep and post-op work. Beginnings and...
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job. I can only imagine. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We have reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now. My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way. Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. He had a good laugh around it back at the station.
Clover McKenna at your service. Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okadibo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh, my lord. You aren't here about Mr. Okadibo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst. I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. That's why I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again. That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw material. Mr. Okadibo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man. If only you knew. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Kelkor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next... So he shuttles me. And 2, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a Niall! Oh, he's the CEO of Kelkor. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you. We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to... might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills. You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you. Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadibo, he's one of the nicest people. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? Oh, that'd be splendid. Just... amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping it tight. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment. Obviously business. Opening a mine in business. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. Nice visiting with you.
you ever hear that one about the orphan and the platypus? Funny stuff. Can't really remember it.
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
What do you want to do for the break later?
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here. It's been non-stop interruptions since this morning, and I'm not spending another break at my desk listening to Cody eat with his mouth open.
One of those days, huh?
More like one of those months. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to Terrabrew right now.
Yeah? I'll go with you. We can pick up an extra for Chloe if she asks. Hello.
My mother wants me to be a doctor.
Look in the mirror and wish you could see. And with the crime rate,
The gangs can keep
isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogene's a stickler for details.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
I know what you mean, but that's your missing piece right there.
Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand. Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it. We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City. Oh, the best part is we don't even have to fabricate this information. We're just exposing what Laredo would rather keep hidden. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. And that's it. Enjoy that Aquila City air.
Hello, Captain.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear. Well, all I know is there was an attempted bank robbery and things went sideways. You'd have to ask the Marshal if you want the whole story. I guess that'd be the Marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
You stay where I can see you, Marshal. Everyone stays in front of the building. You got me? If you make a move toward the building, a hostage dies.
You planning to tell me your demands at some point?
You find someone we can trust, and maybe we will.
Like who?
Not you, not one of your rangers, and not these city guards, neither.
I have complete confidence in the Marshal.
You need to stand back now. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back. Oh yeah? Well, maybe you can help after all. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to communicate. They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one. All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me. Hey, you in the bank. I'm sending in a negotiator, so don't shoot.
Hands where I can see him, and don't try nothing. You're the negotiator, huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender, you're dead wrong. It's Jed. Jed Bullock. Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us? I don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me? We've been in worse scrapes than this. We can handle being stuck in a... Whoa! Take it easy there. Okay, I can see you're not just the Marshal's tool. You want what we want. A nice, happy ending where nobody gets hurt. So let's talk. They talk too damn much. Complain about everything. But as much as we'd like to, none of us has shot one yet. We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the Marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it? What, you think we want to stay locked up in here? Hell no! Oh, hell, the Freestar Rangers have got ships. They can give us one of them. This whole damn job's gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit. Clean and simple, you know? So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last. What do you mean? Damn it! I didn't think of it that way. I know. Not disagreeing with that. Part of me just wants to be rid of these people. But we need them right where they are. Nah, it's too late to back out now. We're seeing this through. You go tell the Marshal to get...
How can I be of service, Captain?
If you're looking to stay, don't run in on me.
Hold it. By order of... Folks might be in danger, so... I guess that'd be the Marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
You stay where I can see you, Marshal. Everyone stays in front of the building. You got me? If you make a move toward the building, a hostage dies.
You planning to tell me your demands at some point?
You find someone we can trust, and maybe we will.
Like who?
Not you, and not one of your rangers, and not these city guards.
Shaw gang's making fools of themselves.
What am I supposed to do with that? You need to stand back now. I don't mean to be rude. Now please stay. Oh yeah? Well, maybe you can help after all. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place. They took everyone inside hostage. They're using the intercom to... They won't talk to me. In other words, they didn't... Without demands, about all we can. All right, I'm willing. Say what you have to, but whatever they... Also, find out what they want.
Got my girlfriend in
bag.
there.
I'm sending in a
Gets hurt.
negotiator.
Hands where I can see him. And don't you're the negotiator, huh? You think you're just gonna walk... It's Jim. Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger. I don't know you, so why should your work... I see what you mean. Well, I guess you have a point. I guess that's true. Yeah? Well, maybe that's just what you want us to think, so we'll give up. Nothing you say is gonna change my mind, so let...
Got my girlfriend in there.
You're the negotiator, huh? You think you're just gonna... We'll cooperate when we get... So tell me, stranger. I don't know you. Nothing we can't handle. Oh, you want to be a harden? Yeah, I'm already sick to death. Maybe you're right. You're gonna have to do better than that.
Got my girlfriend in there.
You're the negotiator, huh? You think you're just gonna walk up here? Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger. I don't know. I'm so ready to get... Shit. Okay, fine. I ain't buying it.
Got my girlfriend in there.
I'm sending in a negotiator. Don't shoot.
Hands where I can see him. And don't try nothing. You're the negotiator, huh? You think you're just gonna walk up here? Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger. I don't know. We're hunkered down nice and... We're staying as long as it... Maybe you're right. Nothing we can't handle? Nothing...
Got my girlfriend in there.
You're the negotiator, huh? You think you're just gonna walk... Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger. I don't know you. Well, this... Yeah? Well, I won't lie. Keep flapping your lips, yeah? Nothing you say is gonna change. We want to guarantee a seat. We'll drop the hostages off some. After that, we'll radio backward. But if anybody follows us, we'll... Oh, hell, the Freestar... So let's just... up to the Marshal to make sure the hostages don't. Nah, it's too late to back out now. We're...
You got my girlfriend.
You're the negotiator, huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here... Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger. I don't know. We're hunkered down nice and... I'm so damned. On this... What? You don't think nothing you say is... We want to guarantee a seat. We'll drop the hostages off. After that, we'll radio. But if anybody follows us when we... Oh, hell, the Freestar... So let's just... What do you mean? Sometimes bad things... You really think so? You're right. None of this is their fault. Nobody's been hurt. So maybe the judge won't come down too hard on us. Yeah. I think this has gone on long enough. You go tell the Marshal we'll come quietly.
Those guys are scared. I can tell. What's the word? First things first. How'd you get the Shaw gang? Ha! Well, you don't lack for confidence. Well, I bet you could sell dirt to a Dusty. Here. You've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
Well done. Well done indeed.
Even after all this time, we're still living hand to mouth. Nothing ever changes, no matter how hard I try. Got tired of living under the boot. The UC always tells you what to do. I thought maybe hard work and patience would lead. The only way out was to leave the UC behind. Things aren't much better.
No.
We've been given as much charity as... I mean, there's something.
Okay, good.
Remember? You asked. Simone, my wife, has got... But she runs freight, and Milena's family. I'm looking for a job, you know. Milena's United Colonies, like a... You are... Milena called Simone yesterday. Just... It's okay. I'm okay. I just...
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice.
There's not enough to do around
So we had to
here.
clean up the graffiti on the range again. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much use.
I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces. It stinks.
But you know Stretch Trash will come back and Lloyd might. Or worse.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Yes,
Tequila's one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
Restart security! Stop running!
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of
So we
crime
had to
over
clean up the
there.
graffiti on the range again. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much use.
I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces.
But you know Stretch Trash will come
If you're looking to browse, you're in the wrong spot.
worse.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Sales floor is downstairs. I don't think we typically allow customers up here. If you need help, Miss Lance is just downstairs.
QC can't be that bad, can it?
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds here. Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this... I designed and manufactured every When a CEO distances herself from the customer, here I get to see what matters. What sells, what doesn't. Plus, let's get you set up.
Miss Lance is the one you want to speak to.
having Anastas is running us some trouble. Word to the wise. You don't want a piece of that.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done? Excellent. I'll let Ularo know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find a security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet they can rely on. Just be careful. Getting caught could mean We just need some easy access. Sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access is... Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen,
If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. My store. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our... That's more like it. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the... I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. One day the payment stopped, so I tracked him down. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to... Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but... You'd do that. Look, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that but this person took it too... Huh. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself... Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all... Warlord's one of the disciples, one of Neon's street gang. A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx, he and his buddies have been harassing me ever... Warlord still swears he'll get even with me. It feels like it's only him. Help yourself. Styx, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Understood. Current data shows revenue has decreased 13.7%.
Yeah, so business sucks. Tell me something I don't know, Styx.
Affirmative. The word nurdle refers to a blob of toothpaste placed on the bristles of a toothbrush.
No, Styx, I didn't mean to literally tell me. Yeah, forget it.
Affirmative. Your complaint is noted.
Riding a cloud.
All complaints are set to be ignored or returned with violence. As a result, the nature of the complaint is... I'm sorry. Your inquiry is invalid. Neon for paint and home. Frank Brennick is the proprietor of Neon Tactical. Disengaged.
The other day, Styx, I met a miner from Gazal.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, I didn't get her either. Not at first.
That's not what I'm saying.
This better not be a waste of my time. Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving. Alright, smartass, let's cut the bullshit. You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or so, instead of now that's what I'm talking about. Really? You? Okay, sure. First, get on out of here because this isn't a recruitment station. Seriously, check out one of the mission boards if you want. And if running cargo's not your thing, then that's too bad. Yes. Well, first of all, the outpost in Neon is home. And even if one of them got, I don't know, suddenly one way is to leave an unattended cred stick on the counter. The other is to give Sayoka a call. Either way, it's business. You done here? Time to move on.
We have not been able to track down specifics.
If we don't have it,
If you don't see what you need, feel free to ask. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to... But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they... Easy for him to say, he doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store. And why is that?
I hear you.
It starts and... True. If all of us work together, maybe we have some leverage. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. You can't stand up to Neon...
Not interested.
And accessories for all your hectic needs.
Hey there. If you have a moment, say hello to my wife, Rosa. Well, I'll be. And all you... I don't doubt it.
Oh, let
Yeah,
it go.
I guess you got a
If
point.
Sieghart says he's in,
Thanks for your help on
that's
this.
all that matters.
The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids
Don't
having
kid
fun.
I understand that. I'm not blaming you directly. Dr. Salvato, how long have you been here?
About a year now, Doctor.
And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
I believe this is the third time.
Yes, that sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it very clear to your superiors that lives are at stake, and the clinic requires reliable transport. If your company cannot meet our needs, someone else will.
Got anything you need to offload?
Yes, ma'am.
Trade authorities always
Understood.
fine. Kiosk right
Thank you,
here for
Dr. Salvato. You may return to your duties.
It's a grav drive. I literally can't get here any faster. Thanks for delivering critical supplies would be nice to hear once in a while.
Oh, you look like I work here, right? Couple of patients didn't seem to think so. Awkward situation. Oh, well, there really isn't anything you're qualified. But, I do have some data requests. Usual courier has been less than reliable lately, so if you could get it. It's really a matter of safety, believe it or not. The types of things let's just say you wouldn't want them spreading on a populated planet. Not the most comforting. Thanks for stopping by.
It's encouraging to know that every case we cure here likely means dozens or hundreds more can be saved in the future. Welcome to the clinic. I'm Dr. Darvish, Chief of Medicine. Then I suggest you seek out one of the many other facilities. We have a particular focus on astrovirology here, so the patients we take on tend to have We have an excellent track record that speaks for itself. If you absolutely require medical supplies, speak to Dr. Salvato. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of new worlds that humanity has set foot on. While many don't host some sort of life, any one of those worlds could be inhabited by all manner of pathogens. Things we've never seen and have no idea how to treat. Someone has to try and stay ahead of what could be a very deadly curve. Here at the clinic, we do our... And none of us are in this for the credits. We are on the absolute edge of Either of those is reason enough. I am, yes. While the clinic does occasionally take on research projects that have their own chain of command, I am ultimately... The clinic has occasionally been faced with unique situations that might be considered hazardous in other facilities, but no, nothing that could not be contained and dealt with. I'm afraid that information is confidential. Certainly. Goodbye.
If they haven't rushed me back, it means it can't be that bad, right?
I'm here for research, not treatment. I'm afraid I lack the time for purely social interactions.
I got my eye on you. Something I can do for you. That is a pretty huge favor, especially coming from someone I don't even know. I can understand your cause for concern, but I don't see what that has to do with my security keycard. I thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card. Oh my God. You're serious, aren't you? Maybe I can make an exception. All right, take it. But you better be quick.
Never a dull moment.
Just 1 week without something weird.
You had a chance to talk to Dr. Cassidy. Really fun guy. Dry humor, though. So dry. Might almost think he's non-existent.
Whatever you do, don't unplug anything. You do, and I'll make sure you wind up in one of these hospital beds. Kidding, kidding. Sort of.
Please leave. I'd like to recover in peace.
Need to make sure those samples get disposed of.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw this. I've got a year.
It used to be an action.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. And that's it. Enjoy Neon.
Hey there. I think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know I said that. Overall, not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better. All's fair when it comes to capitalism, right? This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon. I was hoping you'd feel that way, considering you said as much earlier in your interview.
Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails.
Infinity Ltd. Is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can. It's already been taken care of. All you need to worry about is the job at hand. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director Zola Adisa and their Financial Manager Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. I suppose I can give you a brief rundown. We'll start with Zola. Zola is a born and bred executive. It runs in the family, so she's a narcissist who's also obsessed with public. She wants to be associated with the latest and greatest, so... Good. The more comfortable you can appear in the conversation, the easier. As for her talking points, the key things to remember are, Infinity is the cheap version of Ryujin. They're a follower, not a leader, and they lack any sense of clear vision. They've launched several, but none survive long. Nothing that would be as big as neuroamps or grav drives. That's why they've taken to just following whatever trends companies like Ryujin set. If they can't make money off ingenuity, they can certainly sell someone a cheaper version of a more expensive product they may want. Just remember, you can refer to the dossier at... Now, on to Arthur Cruz. Arthur is a self-made man, and he prides himself on that. He's a full package, having both an extremely good knack for numbers and knowing how to talk to people. As Quantum Synergy's financial manager, he's all about driving profit with as little risk as possible. He makes decisions based on facts and heavily researched trends. It sounds like the two of you could really hit it off. Arthur's a great talker, but even the best can lose an audience when finance is the topic. Talking points for Arthur are aimed at steering him toward Ryujin over Infinity Ltd. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher than Infinity's, even with a superior quality product. Infinity's profits are fabricated. They're one audit away from ruin. We have a history of being financially secure that's never wavered, and we have the legal and marketing teams to handle anything that might threaten that. We keep an extremely close eye on our competition. Thanks to operatives like you, that information is almost always at our disposal. Quantum Synergies is the top name in ship OS. Their reputation has allowed them to... We can't deny that working with them would be beneficial for us. Besides, an open collaboration gives us easier access to information we'd otherwise have to find a more clever means of discovering. Sounds like you're ready then. I'd still highly recommend reading the dossiers, though. Sometimes Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting. If it's not on her person, it will be in the suite she has reserved. Suites are patrolled, so she'll believe it's secure. If you can't manage to get her room key or deal with the door itself, try Boone Morgan, the manager. Boone appreciates credits, if you know what I mean. We got lucky on that one. Nina was making some last-minute changes to it at her own home and happened to save it to her personal data storage. Of course, we were able to access it, so we fabricated our own with new figures and put it on an Infinity LTD slate. Assuming she's using an Infinity LTD slate is a bit of a gamble, but one we're willing to take. Exactly. And that incompetence will be enough for them to further question this deal. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? Just don't let that confidence give you a false sense of security. And remember, no incidents.
Catherine Luzian keeps demanding to look into her husband's murder.
Live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready. Sleep with us.
We have plenty of space available.
Welcome to the Hotel Volii.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that we have finally appointed spacious suites, all feature. Best of all, each room is security protected with an Nope, no catch. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence. No miracle, just some good old-fashioned ingenuity. But that's a story for another time. So, can I book? Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in. Sorry, I just need some time. Enjoy your visit to Neon.
Here at Stroud Eklund, we know the power of harmony. Each of our unique starship models is expertly crafted.
So, why did you drag me in here?
Hey there. You said you wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Do you think I've suddenly inherited a fortune? This place is way out of my price range.
Hey, you're the one that told me she has expensive tastes.
There's expensive, and then there's the Emporium. What's up? This place is in a class all by itself.
Yeah, I guess. Take a look around. If you find something, I'll help you out, okay?
Welcome to the Emporium. Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele. I cater to the high-end client. Affluent, intelligent, and successful. In Neon, that would be what we call the upper 10%. I take it from your tone I've made an error in judgment. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. You mean kill him? Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how. I've never been terribly good at that sort of thing. Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's... Whatever it takes. Anyway, that's really all. Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
What?
It's been a pretty good year overall.
Don't make
Settled Systems' premier